everyone! Today, we're diving into some common yet confusing things that happen to us daily. From yawning to brain freeze, our bodies react in interesting ways. Get ready to be amazed by your own body. Let's start with yawning. Yawning is incredibly contagious. Just hearing about it might make you yawn. Scientists believe yawning cools our brains and increases alertness. The contagious aspect might be linked to empathy and social bonding. Seeing someone yawn makes our brain think we should yawn too. Next up, brain freeze. Ever eaten ice cream too fast and felt that sharp pain? That's brain freeze. It happens when something cold touches the roof of your mouth. This rapid change in blood flow causes that intense headache. It's your body's way of saying, slow down and enjoy that ice cream. Ever wondered why you get goosebumps when you're cold or scared? Goosebumps are a vestigial reflex from our ancestors. When early humans were cold or frightened, their hair would stand up to trap heat and make them look larger to predators. Even though we don't have much body hair today, the reflex remains. So next time you get goosebumps, remember it's your ancient ancestors saying hello. Ever felt your phone vibrating in your pocket, but when you check, there's nothing? That's phantom vibration syndrome, a form of pareidolia. It's your brain misinterpreting other sensations, like your clothes rubbing against your skin. Our brains are constantly scanning for information, and sometimes they get a little overzealous. Have you ever felt like you've experienced something before, even though you know you haven't? That's déjà vu. It might be due to a brief brain malfunction where short-term memories are processed as long-term ones, giving a false sense of familiarity. Does your eye ever twitch involuntarily? Eye twitching, or myokemia, is usually caused by stress, fatigue, or caffeine. Those muscle spasms signal your body to take a break and relax. So if your eye starts twitching, don't panic. Just take a deep breath and relax. Have you ever jerked awake just as you were falling asleep? Those are called hypnic jerks, and they're totally normal. Hypnic jerks are involuntary muscle contractions during the transition from wakefulness to sleep. Scientists think they might be a leftover survival mechanism from our ancestors who slept in trees. Ever wake up suddenly feeling like you were falling in a dream? This sensation is related to hypnic jerks. It happens when your brain misinterprets muscle relaxation as falling, triggering a wake-up reflex. Do your ears pop when you change altitude quickly, like in a plane or driving through mountains? This happens because the eustachian tube opens to equalize pressure between your middle ear and the environment. The popping sensation is your body balancing the pressure. Have you ever had your foot or hand fall asleep and tingle when you move it? This happens when pressure on nerves restricts blood flow. The tingling is from blood flow returning and nerves reactivating. Shifting your position usually solves it. Ever had those annoying hiccups that just won't go away? Hiccups are involuntary diaphragm contractions, often triggered by eating too quickly or sudden excitement. While annoying, hiccups are usually harmless and go away on their own. Have you ever noticed how your fingers and toes get wrinkly after a long bath or swim? Scientists believe this wrinkling helped our ancestors grip better in wet conditions. It's caused by blood vessels constricting, creating a greater surface area for gripping. Have you ever tried to keep your eyes open when you sneeze? It's impossible. Sneezing expels irritants from your nasal cavity. The force of the sneeze closes your eyes to protect them from bacteria and debris. Do you shiver when you're cold? Shivering is your body's way of generating heat. Your muscles contract rapidly when cold. These contractions cause shivers. It's like your body dancing to stay warm. Have you ever sneezed when looking at bright light? This is known as the photic sneeze reflex, and it's real. It happens because the optic nerve can trigger the trigeminal nerve, causing a sneeze. Does your stomach growl when you're hungry? That rumbling sound, called borborygmi, is caused by gas and fluids moving through the intestines. So, when your stomach growls, it's your body saying, "Hey, I'm ready for some fuel." Have you ever noticed you can't tickle yourself? Your brain predicts the sensations you create and cancels the response. Why do your eyes appear red in photos? The red eye effect happens when the camera flash reflects off the blood vessels in your retinas. The flash enters, bounces off the back of your eye, and creates that red glow. Have you ever seen strange images or heard sounds as you're falling asleep? These are called hypnagogic hallucinations, and they're a normal part of the transition from wakefulness to sleep. As you drift off to sleep, your brain is still partially active, creating vivid and sometimes bizarre sensory experiences. Do you feel euphoric after a workout? That's the runner's high caused by endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, and mood elevators. Endorphins reduce pain and create a feeling of well-being and happiness. Have you ever woken up and couldn't move? This terrifying experience is called sleep paralysis, occurring when you become conscious during REM sleep. Your body is paralyzed during REM sleep to prevent acting out dreams. Sometimes you become aware before this paralysis ends. Do you ever get songs stuck in your head, playing over and over like a broken record? These musical invaders are called earworms. Earworms occur because the brain fills in gaps and repeats catchy tunes. Why do we blush when we're embarrassed? Blushing is an involuntary reaction to an adrenaline rush, often during social anxiety or embarrassment. When we blush, blood vessels in our face and neck dilate, causing our skin to turn red. Have you ever sneezed after a large meal? This phenomenon, called the snatiation reflex, is an inherited trait where stomach fullness triggers the sneeze reflex. It's related to the vagus nerve, which affects both digestion and sneezing. Can you read backward writing in a mirror? This showcases our visual perception's flexibility. Our brains recognize patterns, and when we see reverse text, our visual centers quickly adapt and decipher the message. Do you talk in your sleep? Sleep talking, or somniloquy, is a common disorder during transitions between sleep stages. It can be triggered by stress, sleep deprivation, and certain medications. Why does scratching an itch feel so satisfying? Itchy skin is caused by dry skin, allergies, and insect bites. Scratching creates mild pain that competes with the itch, disrupting it and providing relief. These phenomena show how our bodies and brains work in fascinating ways. Our bodies constantly react and adapt to the world around us. Understanding these mysteries helps us appreciate the human experience. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more insights.